ancient city of Carthage was founded by the Phoenicians on the north coast of Africa in about 800 BC. Until it was overthrown by Rome in 146 BC, Carthage was the trading center of the western Mediterranean Sea. It was more or less under the control of the city-state of Carthage after the fall of Tyre to Babylonian forces. At the height of the city's influence, it held a hegemony over most of the western Mediterranean. The empire was in a constant state of struggle with the Roman Republic, which led to a series of conflicts known as the Punic Wars. After the third and final Punic War, Carthage was destroyed and then occupied by Roman forces. Nearly all of the empire fell into Roman hands from then on.
Near the end of the Third Punic War, three friends were chatting over dinner.
Trade is going fantastically right now. At least one thing remains steady for Carthage.
I'm very proud to be your wife, Cornelius. You're a great merchant and asset to the Carthage.
Ha! Thank you, Salamis. Maybe I will gift you a dress of our coveted purple dye, as you have been so faithful to me.
Oh dear, I couldn't. That purple dye is designated for royalty. I am of no such class.
What did you pick up for your latest haul, Cornelius?
Oh, I received some beautiful furs and amber from the Celtiberians, and I traded some of our lovely glassware for necessary goods like salt and silver.
Living right next to the poor has proven to be wonderful for our economy.
Haha! I just remembered a funny little story from our last trip to Libya. So we unloaded our goods, went back to our boat, raised a smoke, and waited for the men to make their offer, right? We left a fine selection of our coveted purple dye, some crushed murex shells, and various pots. When they made their offer, and we arrived to determine if it was a fair price, a bird had taken a hold of one of our gold pieces and flown off with it. We were trying to explain what happened to the Libyans for what felt like years before they understood. I ended up throwing in an extra pot for their troubles, and we still walked away with a profit.
Haha, what a funny story.
Oh, Salamis, you never told us what happened when on your walk through your village.
Oh right, the other day as Lolis, our neighbor, and I were going for a daily stroll in the village, we were discussing her harvest issues. She walked me down to the Tophet and explained to me how she had to sacrifice her youngest child, an infant, to the gods in order to make up for the lack of funds. It made me a little sad. Even though I know their sacrifice will influence the gods to help their situation, I still feel bad for Lolis as she had already taken a liking to the child. But at least she was a female, so she was of no use.
Yes, it would have been worse to lose a male.
Did anything good happen on your walk?
No, not particularly, just catching up with Lolis's. I did see some beautiful architecture though. Our skilled builders paired with a wonderful Greek design influence makes for some beautiful buildings.
That's lovely, Salamis. So Antioch, I heard things were going south for our troops.
Yes, it's been pretty rough out there in the fields. I'm starting to get a little worried. The Romans are really giving it their all.
We gave them our kin, our weapons, and our armor. What happened to our peace treaty?
I honestly couldn't tell you. This war only began so that Carthage wouldn't voluntarily be burnt. Did they really expect us to move our city inland to be destroyed?
They mistook the payment of our debt as permanent subordination to Rome.
They want our land. We have the best farms in the nation.
Well, we've done a fine job at holding them off for the last 2 years. We'll be fine.
I wish I could offer my help to you, Antioch. I know you're fighting hard as a member of the sacred band, but I'm just a woman. I have no use to you. I envy your bravery.
Thank you, Salamis. Anyways, I have some really terrible news to share with you.
Oh no, what happened, Antioch?
One of my close friends from the sacred band, Dionu, was captured and sold into slavery yesterday.
That's awful! What happened?
Dionu disappeared from his home last night. It's assumed that he was captured by the Romans to be sold.
That's horrible, Antioch. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Those Romans just won't quit. Well, it's getting pretty late, Antioch. It was good to see you again before you shipped out.
I'm glad I was able to see you too.
Be safe, Antioch. I know the war is heating up.
You be safe too, especially with everything that happened with Dionu. I'm worried the Romans will come after the citizens next. They're gathering more and more slaves.
Let's hope for the best and that we defeat them, Romans.
We will! Bye! Bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm worried about him.
He'll be okay. Let's go to bed. Later that year, Salamis and Cornelius are hiding in their home because the Romans are on the verge of victory and are going house to house to collect slaves.
I'm so scared, Cornelius.
It's alright. They won't find us here. We're safe.
Okay.
I just hope Antioch is alright. We never heard from him again. I'm gonna go to a neighbor's house to get food. We're almost out.
What? No.
It's okay. I'll be fast. All of a sudden, Antioch burst through the door.
Antioch!
Salamis, you have to leave right now. The Romans are coming to take you away. We've lost. It is over.
But what about Cornelius? He left to go get food. I won't leave without it.
You have to. They're almost here. We'll find Cornelius once you're safe.
I'm not leaving.
You have!
Suddenly, Roman soldiers burst through the door. Let's go, all of you!
No!
I won't leave you.
Salamis, run!
Antioch!
Salamis shouts just in time to see Antioch get shot by the Romans. This runs, crying, to find Cornelius. She finds him walking back to their house.
Cornelius, we have to leave right now.
What? Why? What happened?
The Romans are here. They killed Antioch.
Antioch? Why was he here? Wait, he's dead? The Roman soldiers start running towards Cornelius and Salamis. Stop right there! Cornelius is shot in the leg. Ah!
Cornelius!
Run, Salamis!
Not without you. I won't leave you.
Cornelius and Salamis were caught by the Roman soldiers and sold into slavery along with 50,000 other Carthaginians. The Third Punic War ends with the victory of the Roman soldiers. Carthage was destroyed.